everybody, see. This school bus got baby seat. For any babies that would like to join us on this. Alright, hello everybody.
Hello.
Where are we?
We are going for another PLB school bus tour.
Welcome to our blue slash yellow school bus. I would like to show you that the seat has been provisioned for you today.
Today is a bit different school bus.
Yeah, do join us on this very comfortable seat, very safe as well. So we're actually at Straits at Joo Chiat today, a boutique freehold development in D15.
Right, in the Telok Kurau enclave.
Yeah. So if you are looking really for, I would say it's a piece of art. You want to live in an artwork. You love Peranakan culture. You want to live in the heart of the East.
Yep.
Then I think you will love today's project. So
we are driving into the Showflat parking right now. So Showflat, just to share, the Showflat is actually not located on site.
Yeah.
The Showflat is actually located along the Aljunied Road. So we are actually just right beside Aljunied MRT station. So if you want to come over to the Showflat, if you do not want to drive, I think it's very easy. Aljunied MRT station. If you drive, there's plenty of parking right beside the Showflat as well. So I think something for you to take note of as well. So shall we head off to the Showflat tour?
Yes. So the bar can be seen. Okay, anyway, a little bit more also is that today the Showflat has about this project has about 16 units.
16 units.
Yeah, so it's what we would call a really boutique project, freehold. Uniquely, there are only 3, 4, and 5 bidders. Yeah,
3 plus study as the smallest unit, 990 square feet. Biggest unit will be a 5 bidder, 1453 square feet.
Yeah, so very generously sized, very unique build up. So the tile finishes.
I would say that the developer plays a lot of attention to the interior finishing. There is a theme to it.
Yeah.
They want to go to this Peranakan style. We will share more with you later on in Showflat.
Actually, I love it. I really love it.
Shall we go in right now? Let's go.
Okay, come. So we are at Straits at Joo Chiat. That's what Wayne shared lah. Aljunied MRT.
Aljunied MRT station is just right behind. You have plenty of parking right there if you want to drive over. Preview for this project starts on the weekend of which weekend?
This weekend.
This will be which day? That will be on the 4th of May. 4th of May and the 5th of May they will start the preview. So if you are interested, after our whole entire tour of this Showflat and you think that this is something that you want to explore, do come by to the Showflat. I don't think you'll miss it if you drive along Aljunied Road lah.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely, Preview starts this Saturday. And there's only about 16 units.
16 units, very exclusive. So if you want a piece of a freehold land in Telok Kurau, this is one of the newest projects that's going to launch.
Very sizable also. The 5 bidder is 1,004 plus. Right? Yeah.
So the moment, Grace, before we even step in, I think we had a brief chat with the developer just to understand about the design, right? So all these things that you see, right, outside the Showflat, inside the Showflat, including into the color of the whole entire Showflat design that you see, right, is very reminiscent of the actual product that you will get.
It reflects the actual build, right? In terms of the common facilities, the facade as well.
So what you see over here, you will also find it in the actual development.
So if you come here, you like what you see, then definitely you can expect it in your project. One thing that I like is, the little motif. It's like a Peranakan style kind of motif, right? So very nice, very nice.
Come,
and
let's go into the aircon. The temperature is really hot nowadays.
Okay, come. So we are here today. The developers have left us with the entire Showflat.
Yes, thank you, Roxy-Pacific.
Yeah, we're not going to wreak havoc, no worry. We're just going to show you around. Okay, so maybe stepping in, even looking at this. So this is like what Wayne mentioned, like a privacy screen kind of.
It's a little touch of a design. Instead of doing just a wall, they go to the extent of building this kind of design. I think if you look at even down to the shape, so just remember what you see right here, you will also see a tinge of this kind of design element in their interior design work of the cabinetry.
Yeah.
I will point that out later to you so that at least you can see that there's a synergy in terms of design from even the exterior all the way into the interior of the unit. I think that's a lot of thought that's being placed by Roxy-Pacific.
Yeah, if you're someone, if you're someone that is into, if you're someone that is into like architecture, if you're someone that is into like this kind of very traditional heritage meets modern kind of feel, then you will like this project. So today at here we have this main area where you have the site model. We'll talk a little bit about the amenities in the area as well. East Siders, I think you'll be
always
familiar,
say east
right?
side, best side. So a lot of
I agree. Yeah, and then later Wayne and I will take you into the 3+ study, the smallest unit type that they have here, but still very, very generously sized.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we? Let's just.
You want to talk about the project first?
Okay.
Shall I talk about the project first?
Okay.
Right. So just to give a quick update or just to give a quick brief of what Straits at Joo Chiat is all about. So this project is, I think first and foremost, very importantly, is a freehold development.
Yeah.
It's sitting on a land that is actually an amalgamated land of 2 detached houses that actually Roxy-Pacific bought over, and they developed this into Straits at Joo Chiat. As what you see over here, consists of 16 units in total. You will have the smallest unit, as what Grace has mentioned, 3+ studies, about 990 square feet, to the largest of the unit, which is a 5-bedder at 1,453 square feet.
Yes.
So it's a very boutique development, 16 units all in total. But I think more importantly, Roxy-Pacific, they want to make sure. If you look at the history of Roxy-Pacific, so we had a chat with the developer. We also understand from them that Roxy actually started off in Telok Kurau. So it's like home-based, is basically coming back to home. So we spoke to them, if you have read some of the articles online, it's all about Roxy-Pacific coming back home, coming back to where they first started as a company. So like the current owner is actually a second-gen owner of Roxy-Pacific. The parents are actually started off in Telok Kurau. So to them, it's like a homecoming for them.
If you're unfamiliar, so the Roxy-Pacific holdings, basically, they have history all the way back to 1967. Yeah, so it's really like, in a time where Singapore was just... I think
just
a baby, and they mainly have residential and commercial, and they have a few key projects. They have a few key projects overseas as well. In the Asia Pacific region. So here we have Mori Arena Residences, New and Novena, as well as 5 Derbyshire.
Right.
And then some of their overseas projects in Malaysia, Australia, Maldives, as well as Kyoto. I wonder, will we be able to
cover the Kyoto
visit some of these one day, right? Yeah.
But I think very interestingly is that to them, Roxy, when they designed this whole entire collection, so to them they call it as a collection. So if you are familiar with their project, you know that they have one project that's called Straits Mansion. That was their first project that they launched in 2016 of the Heritage Collection. So this project is their second development that they classify under the Heritage Collection. And there's also a certain level of criteria internally to them that they, when they design a project, they have to fulfill a certain level of criteria, design in order to be classified as the Heritage series.
But I think don't be mistaken that heritage means like, it's very old.
No, it's not.
It's really like the little small elements that remind you, or it's reminiscent of a time where a lot of emphasis is put into architecture, right? So all the small details, like Wayne mentioned, the sloping in the tiles and all that, I think it's something that is hard to find in today's market.
Yes, correct.
But still, it's where, they say heritage meets modernity, right? So it's not as if it's just very, very old. You are situated in an area, I think Joo Chiat as a whole, right, actually is very, like it's reflective of this heritage meets modern kind of motif or style. Yeah, so right here, there's a lot of eateries, the Joo Chiat eateries, the Peranakan terrace houses also, we are just, down the road from it.
In case you're wondering where this project is located, it's actually located along Joo Chiat Place, this road called Joo Chiat Place. So if you are familiar with the Telok Kurau enclave, you know that there's a Parkway East Medical Centre and hospital right there around the area. So this is actually where the project is being located.
Okay. So we talk a little bit about amenities. Right here, Eunos MRT, we are within 1 km, so it's about a 12 minutes walk. And then to Kembangan MRT station, it's about 15 minutes walk. Yeah, in terms of eatery, I think no lag lah. The Joo Chiat area is known for the food, it's known for...
If you see that brochure, they even have like a whole day itinerary plan for you, starting from 8 a.m. all the way to the afternoon. You know what you can do in the whole entire East Coast Joo Chiat area. And then end of the day, you end yourself in East Coast Park where you can enjoy the beach. Yeah, so it's definitely a place where you will not be bored.
Yeah, right. For parents with children as well, especially if you're buying into 3-bedder, 4-bedder, 5-bedder, likely you have children, school-going children. So within 1 km, we do have
CHIJ, Head Girls, and Tanjong Katong Girls, which is a secondary school.
Yes.
Right.
Tanjong Katong Girls, I think...
Katong Girls is a secondary school.
Within 2 km.
Yes, correct. Within 2
within
kilometers.
2 km.
Right.
Yeah, so within 1 km is Head Girls and CHIJ.
Katong.
Within 2 km, you also have the famous Tao Nan.
Tao Nan, yes.
Yeah, and then also your St.
Right
Patrick's,
here.
Ngee School as well. Yeah, and then also in terms of tertiary education, we also do have VJC, as well as, further out, we have the GIS, Global Indian International School as well. Siglap is just down the road. If not, you can head down to Old Airport Road.
Right.
Yeah, so really, I think if you're a foodie like me, are you a foodie?
I don't consider myself a foodie lah. I eat to survive lah.
Barry, are you a foodie?
I eat to live. I live to eat.
Yeah, bro. Okay, can. Yeah, so for all the foodies, I think you will love it if you're like Barry and myself. All the food that's around, even up there, there's the Eunos Crescent Market Food Centre. Really no lag lah. Really
Indian
no
rojak
lag.
is beautiful. Is show there, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I have not tried. Yeah.
So I think it's also important to know that you are in an area where I think Telok Kurau, you don't have to talk much about the area. People who are in the east, you know about the Telok Kurau enclave, right? So you have so many things around, and I think upcoming will be
Shopping
the Marine
also.
Parade.
Yes.
The Marine Parade MRT station plus the integrated mall underneath that connects you all the way to Marine Terrace MRT station.
Yes.
Marine Parade, correct.
Marine Parade all the way to Marine
Terrace,
Terrace,
correct.
yeah.
So you have an integrated mall that is in the basement. They call it I Mall. Is that right?
Yes.
I think it's right. Yeah, I Mall lah.
Yeah. Shopping also no lag. Parkway Parade is one of the biggest malls in this area. You have Katong, V, Roxy Square, as well as I-12 Katong. So these are your shopping options lah. But if you would like to head to the Paya Lebar area, the PLQ Mall,
So many.
Plenty of eateries. If not, a bit further, you can take the
Which one?
ECP and just head
You
out.
go down to city area, or if you want, you can go to Jewel, which is on the other side.
Yeah, you can head to Jewel Changi Airport also. And in terms of the Long Island, which is the future development that will happen in this area, but of course this is something that will take about 20 years to materialize.
It's a long project lah. I think to the government, of course, it's very nice and rejuvenating to hear of such news.
Yes.
But I think from government agencies, they will also need to plan and to plan out the resources lah.
Yeah, I mean, because we are freehold, so likely it's a legacy, kind of product that the buyers are looking at. But I think those that love the East Coast Park also, this is somewhere that they will be keeping an eye out on lah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you talk about freehold, just a little bit of like tidbits, kind of information, right? So freehold, if you are not aware, there's 2 types of freehold. One of them is called estate in fee simple, and the other one is called estate in perpetuity. So this project is called estate in fee simple, which means, in a way, layman term, it is the highest grade of freehold. Yeah, so it is definitely a different type of classification for freehold.
If you want to own like a heritage, a piece of art. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at.
Do you want to talk about the site model first, or you want to share a little bit about the show flat? Because maybe you talk about site model first, then I can share a little bit of what you can get right
because
here.
some of the things here is actually
Yes.
brought to life, right, at the show flat. Yeah. Okay, so we look at the site model. When you enter, you will drive in from Joo Chiat Place, and then this is basically the
main entrance.
The main entrance where you drive in. This is also where the bin point, the main recycling point is. So if you were to drive a little bit further in, that is the loading and unloading area. Yeah, total we have 14 parking lots.
Right.
Yeah. Not inclusive of the handicap lot.
Inclusive.
Oh, inclusive. Okay.
Inclusive.
And is
14
it inclusive
inclusive.
of the EV?
So there is also, if you come down to the show flat and you look at the site model, you will realize that there is one particular lot that they actually wrote right here.
EV, right?
Space for EV lot. So we understand from developer is that they have the lot provision.
I see.
Provision meaning to say that the infrastructure has already been configured and set in place, but they will not provide the EV charging point. So it is down to the management, the MA and the management committee, once the project is being set up, you moved in, then you can basically, apply to actually apply for the EV charger to be installed if you want to have one. Otherwise, it's just one ordinary lot right there. One thing to take note of as well, you won't see any guard room. So usually for small developments, you don't really see that. I think it also helps you to MCST fee low, right? Because you don't have to pay for that salary of the guard right there. But by having no security guard means to say that this will be a gated perimeter, gated development. So ingress, egress, I believe is all through your transponder, or maybe they will detect
there are
your...
some smart applications also for the entry and exit. So Barry, take a look. This is the unit distribution.
Yeah, so we have 16 units.
Across, so there are like so-called 4 blocks, right? And then 5 stories high. Each block itself, so are the different unit types. So we have the 4 bedders, and then A5 is a 3+ study, and then 3 bedroom plus guest, as well as the 5 bedder. So this is the layout. Yeah, so you will see the different units spread out this way. And then basically each block will contain the units. Each block will contain the same unit type.
Yeah, so there's only 4 units per level. Right, there's 4 units per level. So right over here from the side model, immediately once you drive in, this will be the 5-bedder stack.
Yeah.
So stack 1 is the 5-bedder stack. No, I beg your pardon.
Stack 1 is the 4-bedder.
Correct. Stack 1 is
This
the
one is the
4-bedder.
4-bedder.
Correct.
Yeah.
4-bedder stack. And then right on the other side, there will be the 5-bedder stack. Right. And then of course you have your number 2.
2 is the 3+ study. Yeah, so they have step 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So step 1 here, right at the front. Okay, so if we orientate, right? Because
Let's take a look at the compass, it's
Yeah.
easier. So north is right here. So the whole entire development is, I would say that it's more towards like, if you based on this, it's like a northwest, southeast orientation. But majority of the units are all facing towards, if I'm not wrong, if you're based on this compass, it's pretty much like southwest and northeast kind of orientation. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so there are 4 different stacks. So we have your 4 bedders, and then 3+ study, 3+ guests, as well as your 5 bedders. Okay, if we were to take a look, the common facilities are either in your basement or they are on your level 5. Yeah, so your level 5 is your roof terrace. Roof terrace, here you have your communal kind of planter area. You have your barbecue pavilion, which is a grill and dine pavilion. So Wayne, later you'll show us a little bit more about.
Yes.
If you look inside, it's actually very, very, very intricate. So you can look at the tilings and all that. Yeah, this is at the grill barbecue pavilion. Moving further back, you have your toilet, and then at the back, this is your pool. Oops, careful.
Careful.
Yeah. So here you have your swimming pool area. Yeah, and then your
exercise
They
corner.
call it a multi-fitness station, right? So of course, because we are a boutique project, so there's no mega tennis court, badminton, and all that. But definitely, you still have your exercise corner. For anyone that needs, and if you are looking for vigorous activity, actually, the entire Joo Chiat area has a lot of what do you call those gyms, classes, Pilates, reformer. Yeah.
So much there that you actually don't really require a gym. And
Yes.
I think today most of us will have like a gym membership, so to speak.
Yeah.
Most of the younger generation, you have a gym membership. So you usually go for your own gym and stuff.
Yes.
Outside
Okay.
over here, you also have like a community garden,
These are the
small little
areas.
playground.
Careful,
Yeah, garden nook as well.
Garden. They have a butterfly pea garden, orchid garden. Yeah.
So notice, Barry, take a zoom in on this, right? So you notice all these kind of design right here. So all this design along the car park area, just to separate between the car park and the residence communal area, are exactly what you see over here. Come on, Barry, zoom over here. Here, this is exactly what you see. This is exactly what you see. So as what we say, the developer will build all these things just to showcase the example of what you will get in the actual development.
And here also, just now we were talking about the barbecue and grill.
We call it the roof terrace space,
Yeah.
the roof trellis barbecue pavilion. The
All these
flooring that you
tiling,
see, the motifs, right, the design and all this is exactly what you will get on the roof terrace space.
Yeah. You also have the sun deck, and then the multi-fitness station. So these are the artist's impression of what it is. So I think very peaceful, the level 5 also. Yeah, the roof terrace, you have your swimming pool, you can just hang out there.
I think Telok Kurau by itself is a very quiet place.
Yeah.
Usually you don't really get a lot of traffic, and plus the fact that it's located along it's a small road, Telok Kurau, I mean it's a Joo Chiat Place road, so not much traffic. So in a way, it's definitely a very quiet enclave, and people who really love that quietness will choose to stay in Telok Kurau.
Yes. Okay. So I think the theme. This is how you can imagine it to look like. The theme is contemporary Peranakan. So a lot of Peranakan heritage with meticulous details, and then really tapping into not just like it's situated within Joo Chiat for the cultural, the food, the culture, the background and the heritage, right?
Yeah. I think people, when you talk about Joo Chiat, you will always think of that colourful row of houses, the Peranakan houses. It is like that location identity, and that's why they want to continue this kind of like Peranakan design for this development right here.
Okay, so when the 5 bedders are the ones situated.
5 bedder is here. I confirm already. Stack number 3, this is the 5 bedder.
And then this is stack number 4, opposite.
So stack 4 is actually a 3 plus guest room. So this is a 3 plus guest room. Yeah. You have to orientate your compass. So north is this side.
Oh, correct. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So the 5 bedder is here.
Yeah.
3 plus guest, 3 plus study, and a 4 bedder is right there.
Yes. So in terms of sun facing, north. Okay, Melvin says I need to go for
this is
topography
southwest.
Classes, north-south, then west. So west will be coming in here. So any reason why do you think the 5 bedders, are fronting towards the west?
Actually, if you look at it, right, it's only the bedrooms that's on this side, right? The living hall, balcony, all this is actually right here, and it's facing backwards actually. So there's a little pocket right here that is actually overlooking straight. Okay. So it's a bit of a different kind of design, but plus also Telok Kurau is actually very. If you look at this map right here, so come Barry. Actually, it's actually overlooking into landed houses. So you realize. So the 5 bedders, there's a gap right here that's actually overlooking over the landed houses, which is why, I mean, in a way, there's a protected view, plus the fact that over here is usually a low density development. So your 5 bedders will be actually looking right inside here. So this will be the bedrooms that's facing.
Yeah, then technically this is north, ma.
Correct. This is north, ma.
This is north. So west is here, lah.
Yeah, correct. So this is your 5 bedders will be here. 4 bedders will be here. 3 plus guests will be here, and 3 plus study will be here. Correct. So in a way, because of the whole entire geographical place of how Telok Kurau is being designed, so usually the developments are pretty, I would say, close by one another. But definitely there's a gap between the Straits at Joo Chiat to this Parkway East Hospital. So there's a good sizable gap.
Do you know how many stories is Parkway East?
Well, I know that the hospital consists of the medical center and the hospital. So it is actually the medical center that's the closest towards our Straits at Joo Chiat. The hospital is on the other side.
So one thing to take note is also that this is not a mega hospital.
Yeah, it's not. It's a private one.
Yeah, it's a private hospital. So, I mean, residents who are familiar with this area will already know of this Parkway East Hospital. Okay, so shall we check out the
show unit?
Yeah.
Sure, come. So in this particular show flat, you will have one unit that's being built in a way to scale. So this is a 3 plus study unit, which is also the smallest unit that's being offered in Straits at Joo Chiat.
So we can take a look here.
990 square feet.
Yeah. So 92 square meters. This is basically what you see here. Ceiling height wise, we are looking at 2 point.
I have it. 2.8 for the normal units from level 2 to level 4. On the top floor unit, we don't call it a penthouse, we just call it top floor unit. The ceiling height for living hall is 3.1 meters, but in a master bedroom, it goes all the way up to 4 meters.
For the highest.
Yes, for the highest unit.
But generally, if it's the
2.83 meters.
Level 2, 3 and 4 is 2.83 meters.
Right.
Okay, so that's quite standard.
Standard.
Okay. So when we head in, you will be able to see. So the 3 plus study, right? One thing to take note is that it also still comes with the home shelter.
Every one of them comes with a home shelter.
So even though there's this extra study note, you still do have your home shelter. So you are able to use it like a full study, because sometimes when you only have the study without the home shelter, you have to use it as a storage, or anything. Yeah.
And one thing to take note of as well, so you realize that there's just 3 plus study and a 3 plus guest. So what is the difference between these two floor plans, right? So 3 plus study is actually study room, so it's really a place for study. But the 3 plus guest is an area that they design. If you look at the floor plan, maybe I'll just pull out the floor plan on my tablet. Then you can actually have a look and I can share it with you. So come, Barry. So looking at here, okay, if I'll just compare, right? So what I have on my laptop or on my tablet is actually a 3 plus guest room kind of floor plan. So the difference of them doing that is that the guest room comes with window and a wardrobe, right? There's a AC inside the room as well, and plus there's a door. So it's like a proper room, but you can only put in a single size bed. So the difference between these two, right, is that the study is basically an open space. There's no AC there, but it's a space that's provisioned that you can use it for study. Whereas for the guest room, it's really like a bedroom kind. You have a wardrobe, you have window for ventilation, but the space is only for like a single size bed, which makes sense for overnight guests that wants to stay over. So this will be the main difference between 3.
Layout is also different.
Yes, this is a longitudinal kind of layout, we call it. Whereas this is more like a squarish kind of layout.
Yeah, so you can see the shape. This is bigger also, 97 square meters compared to here, 92
which is
square meters.
1044 versus 990.
Yeah, so it really depends, like, what do you want to use it for? Let's say if you already have the master and 2 rooms, you don't really need this additional guest room. You might be better off opting for the study. So in terms of price point also, there's a difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
3-bedroom starts from a pricing of $2 million. 3 plus study is $2 million. 3 plus guest room starts from $2.1 million. Yeah. So it's about 100,000 grand. It's about 100 grand more for a dedicated bedroom lah.
Yeah. So it actually depends because the disparity is quite close. So if it's me, right, actually I might end up going for the 2.1.
Right.
Yeah, 2.1 because not necessarily I need the guest room. I might not need the closet space and all that. But just knowing that for the additional size, and it's only a 0.1 differential.
Yep.
Yeah, I might end up just going for the guest room one.
One interesting thing to note as well, this development is not a PPVC development, right? So if you're not aware of what's called PPVC, it means that it's a layman term is like a Lego bricks lah. Yeah. So if it's a development that's using PPVC kind of construction method, you're not allowed to break down the walls. Yeah. But this development is not PPVC, which means that if you look at this floor plan, for the 3 plus guests, technically if you want a larger master bedroom, you can combine the wall of the guest room, you can take it down. Whereas for the 3 plus study, you can't do that because the study is one corner. Yes. Yeah. So that is also one angle and one point that you can think of as well. Plus, also one very interesting thing that you will also realize when you come down to the show flat and look at the floor plans is that you realize one thing is that the balcony space is slightly bigger.
Yeah.
And I asked them why lah. So I think it's a change in the kind of like lifestyle of people. So I think right now more people would like to move their dining.
5.8 square meters.
This is for the 3 plus guests, 3 plus study. But if you look at the 3 plus guests from this floor plan, right, you realize that the balcony space can be as big as a bedroom.
You see, 3 plus study, right? The balcony is 5.8. The kitchen is 7.5.
As big as the kitchen?
It's close, right?
Yeah, correct.
It's pretty close.
But one thing you realize what they did over here, is something that's very functional. So if you, Barry, maybe you want to zoom in on this floor plan because you can't really see from here. So I was being told that if you look at the balcony of the 3 plus guest room, right, notice the icons that denote some arrow. It means that these are all sliding doors. Yeah. And if you look at where the balcony is being positioned, they position it right beside the kitchen so that if, let's say, you were to move your dining into an alfresco dining kind of style where you want to move your dining to the balcony area, your dining table to the balcony area, your food, right, can just go straight to the dining table with a sliding balcony door right here, sliding balcony door right here. That actually opens up the whole entire space. So despite the fact that this is 1044 square feet, but when you walked in, because the kitchen is also using glass and stuff like that, right, the whole entire space really feels very, very spacious.
Yes, very generous, I think, Okay, come. Let's check out the actual show unit. So okay, one thing to highlight, sorry, before we go in, is also this approved balcony screen design. So do take note that this does not come with your home when you purchase, but you can opt in for it.
Yeah, a little bit of correction there. It comes with the 3+ guest and 3+ study unit. Only these 2 units.
Oh, is it?
Yes, correct.
Why is that so?
Certain design decision behind, I would say that. Yeah, so only these 2 units come with this balcony screen. The 4-bedder and the 5-bedders, they will. It's optional. If you want to do it, they will do it in this pattern for you.
Yes. Yeah. So to standardize the outlook of it.
I think it's very important because otherwise you will lose the whole entire design.
Correct.
If you just go for those kind of like normal kind of like balcony screen, it looks very.
So if you are buying into a project like this, then definitely the developer is more, I would say, like concerned about keeping the facade uniform.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so stepping in, this is the
3+ study.
Okay, should we come from here, right?
You want to start from the main door?
Yeah, we start from the main door.
Sure.
Okay. So if you were to step in, this is the main door, and immediately on flanking on the left and right is basically the bath as well as the
home shelter.
Yeah, so okay, we look at the home shelter first. I think this is quite standard. It's pretty standardized to have it with on the side of the entrance as well, right?
I like it here better than in the middle of the house.
Yeah,
because it's more functional. Like let's say you buy something's back, you want to keep it into your home shelter, you just go right here. You don't really have to walk through the house. So all these that you see right now, these are all ID finishing. ID treatment.
Yeah, so just a very standardized home shelter. Yeah, and then you also have the enclosure here.
Flooring wise, these are all homogeneous tiles. These are all the matte finishing. Good in the sense whereby it's easier to walk. There's anti-slip. This is a 120 by 60 tile, so it's a large format tile. So it looks good as well.
Looks good, right? Yeah. Okay, so
DB
your
box.
DB box is actually inside here. Yeah, and concealed here as well. Yeah, your DB box, and then before you access your DB box, there's also the bath here. So let's say if your kids, they go to East Coast Park, they come back, their feet are dirty, the bicycles are dirty, or the rollerblades and all that, they can directly come in here. Yep, and then you have this glass enclosure with your glass swing door, as well as your tap. What is this Blanco?
No. They have a brand for this. Let me pull out the notes.
Jessie.
So Jessin.
Yeah, Jessie. So the
Jessie brand.
Shower. Yeah, right here.
So it's Jessie, and the WC and the basin is by this brand called Roca.
Roca. Yeah.
Yeah, Roca. But one interesting thing to note is that I think they also listen to a lot of customer feedbacks for the bathroom, and for this particular layout, they actually have the common bathroom done in a way that it's actually part of a connection to one of the common bedroom. So it's like an ensuite as well, just that it's like a Jack and Jill kind of ensuite, which is nice because most of the 3-bedders you get today, the common bathroom is standalone.
Correct.
Meaning you say that you got to exit your bedroom just to go into the bathroom,
and
right?
also if you are you want to access the rooms, you have to walk all the way there.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, but now you can enter through here as well. Yeah.
Correct. And don't you realize that the space for a common bath is a bit big as well?
Yes.
This is like the master bedroom kind of size, right?
Yeah. And I would like to share that this is not ID treatment.
Yes.
This is not ID treatment. This actually will come with your unit. This, really...
It's a motifs, Peranakan motifs kind of tile.
Yeah.
They went into details even down to the shower area as well.
Yeah.
Great details to the tiling.
Yes. And then you also have your engineered stone kind of countertop here. Yeah, and then of course some cabinetry. I love this, I really love this.
It speaks a lot in terms of the whole entire design by developer. Instead of going for a normal standard kind of tile, right? They really go right into the theme. Even down to this wall texture as well. Really. It speaks a lot.
It's very nice.
You want to explore the bedroom first, or you want to go into the kitchen first?
Barry, where shall we go?
Bedroom.
Okay, come, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, so stepping in here from the common bath, basically you will have your bedroom. So maybe Wayne can show us the bedroom.
Yeah, so come. A lot of details. So first and foremost, this bedroom, this is the one that's connected to the bathroom that you've seen earlier on. When you walked in and you look at the wardrobe, you can say that, oh my god, this is like, there's so much design element that's being put in the door handle, the design. These are all very Peranakan style. When it opens up, you get very spacious kind of like wardrobe space. You have a built-in light that automatically turns on when it opens up the door. But one interesting thing that you also see is that you realize that the wardrobe that they used in Roxy-Pacific homes, at least starting from the Straits mentioned, right, is that it doesn't have a center bone or a center wall. So this, when it opens up, you have the whole entire space for your clothes. So some of the wardrobes, you realize that when it opens up, it's actually just one compartment with a wall in between. This one doesn't have, so it opens up the whole thing. So you have one side over here, and of course the other side as well. The laminate they use is a textured kind of laminate, so it is very nicely done. On the top, you have an open storage, so you don't really have a door that goes all the way upwards. So it's very flexible in a way that how you can actually store your stuff. So this is one of the design. Flooring wise, these are all vinyl tiles, vinyl flooring. All these are all ID finishing that you see over here. But this is actually the bedroom, one of the common bedroom. I would say that it's pretty sizable. I understand from the developer is that all the bedrooms in the unit across from 3 plus study all the way to 5 bedrooms can fit in a queen size bed, except the guest room. But otherwise, every bedroom,
right? Because it's a guest room.
Correct. Every bedroom, queen size bed. Casement windows on the side as well. I would say that it's pretty nicely done. You know, this is the queen size bed. You have walking distance. You have walking space right here. You have walking space here as well.
All the little designs make it feel like a hotel.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, it really
boutique
does.
hotel,
yeah,
right?
Boutique hotel. That when you come back, it just feels so nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay,
So
stepping out here,
maybe Grace, you want to show us this room?
Can. So I think pretty similar to what Wayne has shared. So this is the other common room. So I think in the other room you can see, you know, if we were to fit in a queen size bed, but right here it's if you fit in a single bed, then you do have a provision for a little study desk as well. So Wayne, did you tell them about this detailing?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
The moment I see is like, oh my, the developer really put in a lot of attention to the details.
Really very nice. So even inside, so sometimes when you look at cabinetry, right, you can see whether the quality and the level of the cabinetry. Yeah, so sometimes they don't even have all these provisions. Yeah, but this one, you know, you do have your cabinetry soft closure as well.
You have one that can be locked up as well.
Yeah, and then provisions for towels. And then on this side is basically for your clothes to be hung up, and then here as well. And then we also always like to see whether the cabinetry is full height or not, right? So whether the developers has really maximized. So sometimes the cabinetry stops here, but you can see that the developer has already built up all the way. Yeah.
But they offer some options of one that's enclosed and one that opens up. So it's basically down to your own free play of what you want to store.
So I think any kinds of like luggage or that you can just slide it in, or boxes.
Yeah, right.
Or
maybe that is a bit bigger for the wardrobe.
Louis Vuitton, Hermes, you can put it up there. Yeah. So anything else to talk about?
I'm not sure if they will be providing this electrical socket, but it's by Schneider Electric, which is a very good brand as well. I mean, if they do provide that in the actual unit, I think that would be great. Yeah, but I think it's definitely welcoming to see such a brand being used.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, very nice. Let's go into the master.
Master.
Yeah, okay. So this is the master. How generous is the size? Yeah, really love it.
This is a king size bed.
Can you guys stand hand to hand and see how
Measure.
It's definitely wide enough to move around.
It's a thumbnail. Yeah.
So one thing to note, I mean, of course, wardrobe is very standard, right? But for the master, because it's a master, it definitely needs something that's very different. Wow. So you have this side compartment that opens up for the ladies. You can store your accessories, right? What can you store here? Accessories, perfume, small purse. You can also like make sure that everything is fit and proper before you leave home.
So the mirror is here. Yeah, so you can admire yourself. You know, you get ready, admire yourself. Yeah, and then choose, try on your different bags. Yeah, and then you can hit up.
Show us how you admire yourself.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
So
Okay,
This is also the different for the master bedroom.
Yes.
This is the display shelf.
Yeah. So this is provided, right?
This is provided.
I mean, amazing, yeah.
Display
so all of
shelf.
this is really provisioned for, and then of course, like what Wayne mentioned, an enclosed area as well as the open area. So big luggages, I think, can definitely go up all the way up there. Yeah, very nice, lah. Yeah.
So the difference also, I would say that the difference as well. So these are all ID finishing, just to let you know, lah. But
Yeah.
I mean, they go through the extra mile to make sure that the whole entire team that they design, even down to realize the headboard design, right?
Yeah.
It's the same as the wardrobe handle.
Yes.
Right? You can go to show that the
Yeah.
amount of detailing that they put in for a show flat
This
unit.
one is ID, right?
These are ID. These are ID. But it at least gives you a concept lah, of what you can
Yeah.
continue the style with.
So because of the ID treatment, this is about 2.7 meters. But if, I mean, without the ID treatment, it's 2.8.
Yep.
But can you imagine if you are on level 4, the
For
4 meters...
level 5. Level 5.
Oh yeah, level 5, 2, 3,
4
4, 5,
meters.
Yeah.
Oh
4
my
meters
God.
of ceiling height. That is gonna be like, wow. I think when you lie down here, you also feel good.
Yeah, it's
Like-
like the amount of space that you have. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the part that is also a bit different.
Yes.
I think it's important to note as well. So this flooring denotes the different zoning. So once you step into this zone, this is what we call the dry and wet
Yes.
bathroom, not
Yes.
kitchen, huh? Bathroom. So you had a standalone basin right here. So I think it's very functional. Right, you can have two people using the bathroom at the same time. So you have one person that is maybe doing the washing up, and then one person that probably inside the wet area.
With
so
the sliding door here.
Correct. So this is the area where you walked in. This will be the wet area. You have your standing shower.
Rain shower.
Rain shower.
Jessie as well.
Yeah, Jessie, a little nook right here that for you to put all your...
Importantly, there's windows also for
Yeah.
ventilation.
Right here.
Yeah.
Very nice concept. So across their 3-bedder, 3 plus guest, 3 plus study, 3 plus guest, 4, 5, all the master bathroom will be separated into these two zoning. So you have your dry and your wet area.
Yeah. Actually, very rare to have like the sink outside.
Very rare lah.
Yeah.
Very rare. I don't.
So
we don't
it-
really
it-
see that in developments nowadays.
Yes, it doubles as a vanity area. Wayne, is this mirror provided?
Oh, that's a good question there. That's a good question.
Because it really does fit the theme.
It means
of
it fits the theme.
Right. Yeah, I don't know whether this is part of it. I think it is.
I
right?
think it is.
I think it is. Yeah.
Wow, I think it is. It is.
Wow. Okay. So that's nice. Especially.
We disclaim. Confirm with the.
Yeah.
Confirm with the sales.
the sales team when you're here.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
But usually when it's like that and it's functional, it means that it's included.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. So okay, then here you also do have this.
You can see that they also goes through. This kind of design is definitely very space efficient.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you have for all your cosmetics, all your toiletries and all that. Having a what is different about having a dry and a wet bath, right? Basically, it means that you can still come out here, you can get ready without the humidity of the bath. Maybe you just got ready, right? And because it's like separated from your master bath without like an actual door or anything, you can still enjoy the aircon.
Yeah lah, that's very important.
Your master room. So when you wake up, don't need to off the aircon. Just get here, brush your teeth, go inside, shower, then you can come out, and then your wardrobe is there. Yeah. And this is for a 3-bedder,
Yep.
So can you imagine like the luxuriousness of the space? Yeah.
So I would say that the design is actually very, very efficiently designed.
Yeah.
This is 990 square feet, just to recap again.
Yeah.
But you can see that the bedroom size, they are definitely, they doesn't compromise on the bedroom size.
Yes.
Now, coming to the
We
living
haven't
hall
talked about
space.
the living room actually.
Haven't yet.
Yeah.
So this is the highlight as well. So the moment Barry step out,
nice.
you realize that the kitchen, this is the part where they go through that kind of design thought, right? Instead of having just a wall there, right, they have a glass that allows the light to permeate through. It also creates that impression that the whole entire space is much bigger as well.
Yes.
So this is very important.
And still it is enclosed.
Yes,
right?
it is.
Because if you do heavy cooking, I think if you live in Joo Chiat, maybe you probably are a foodie, right?
Yeah.
So you want to do your heavy cooking, it's enclosed with sliding doors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sliding door.
Sliding glass doors, by the way. Yeah. Timber framed glass sliding doors.
Right. So come inside here. This is where I can say that if you still recall at the start of the tour, I showed you the design of the wall, the hollow wall outside where they did the sloping. This is continuously, you will see that in the kitchen. You realize that when you look at this door, it is angled at the side. So, this kind of detailing, right, where you can see, if Barry is to zoom in,
It's slanted.
it's slanted, right? Its texture is slanted, right, for all the for all the doors. The backsplash, this is tile as well. This is a engineered stone.
Yeah.
Engineered stone.
This is very, very nice. The texture,
It's very nice.
kind of look and feel.
It just screams about luxury, I feel. It's not a mainstream kind of like backsplash or.
And the thing is, it's not luxury, it's not luxe, but it's like elegant.
Premium, elegant, yes, right.
Yeah.
So even down to this, you can notice that even down to this design, right, it's the same as the top as well, just as a different laminate is being used, right? So these are all soft closing, Fisher and Paykel
Yeah,
Fisher and Paykel appliances.
Michael, but Paykel.
All right.
Yeah, Fisher and Paykel, the induction.
Hob.
Yeah. So there's 3, I think. 4. It's a 4 burner hob, and then also.
Oh, I realized that the hood is actually concealed. Interesting. You realize that?
Wow.
I
The
was
Fisher
wondering.
and Paykel hood is here.
I was wondering where is the
confused. Which one is hood? Which one is hob?
hob and hood.
Oh.
So always remember hob, which is smaller. Basically, it's just HOB.
Hod, H-O-D.
Hod or
H-O-B.
HOB.
Hood
Right?
and hop. H-O-B.
Hood
Oh, the
and hop.
short.
The shorter one is for the one that you cook. I don't know.
I think the easier way to remember is the hood. The hood
Okay,
is on
yeah,
the head,
right. The hood is always on the head, right?
Okay, I'll remember that. Okay, so then anyway, stepping in, your Blanco kind of stainless steel, sink as well as the sink as well as the tap.
The mixer, kitchen mixer. Then of course this is where you will have your washer cum dryer, provided by LG.
Yeah, appliances are from LG.
For the 5-bedder unit, you get extra. You get a integrated dishwasher, right? And plus also a wine chiller, right? Wine chiller is by LG brand.
Yeah.
Integrated dishwasher is by this brand. Sorry, integrated dishwasher is by Fisher and Paykel. Wine chiller is by Kadeka. Right. So it's a different brand.
Yeah. And then here you have your windows also. So even though it's like a glass kitchen, right, you can see the living room, you can see your guests and all that, but it's actually enclosed and you still have windows.
For ventilation.
Yes, for ventilation, you can open up all the
Awesome.
way, just to ventilate the place. Yeah, and then all the way cabinetry up.
So even down to the kitchen tiles, right? You can see that they even put in this kind of like design to it. This is exactly what you're going to get. The kind of like Peranakan kind of motifs on the tile.
And still it's easy to clean, right? It's like homogeneous kind of finishings, yeah. And then of course your LG fridge and then storage space right here. Yeah.
Hood, hob.
Hood and hob, yeah.
So of course the dining, I would say that probably if you have gone through a lot of show flats, you realize that usually for this kind of like corner kind of dining area, most of the ID they will just do like a bench, a built-in bench at the edge, and then they will try to push the table all the way inside, right? But for this over here, Straits at Joo Chiat, you see that they actually place in a circle table. Right now it fits 5 people.
Yeah.
I'll say that it's still pretty decent, right? Even if you have the chairs out, you still have space to walk around.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like you are
Because
being
of
knocked in.
this.
Yes.
Yeah, because of your
Study.
room here, this open area, right? So study rooms like this, actually they offer you a lot of flexibility. So in terms of you want to use this as storage, you want to use this as a study room, piano room, art gallery, display room, additional dining space.
If you want.
Yeah. So okay, here basically you're able to customize it how you wish. If you want to enclose it, that's possible as well.
Yep.
Use it as a guest room lah. If you
But
want.
I think it's very functional for study. I think I would like to have this space as study, so it's like away from the bedroom. So if like I will need to go to a place to work at night, I don't want to disturb my spouse or my family members, for example, then you can see that it's a separation of zone, right? So right there is the bedroom. Here is the place where you work. So it's also thoughtful as well from developer.
And you don't need to use this as storage because you already have the home shelter.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is the 3+ study layout, 990 square feet. This is the only unit that this is the only show unit that you will see at Straits at Joo Chiat.
Straits at Joo Chiat.
Straits at Joo Chiat.
讲到 streets
Straits at Joo Chiat. You have other other unit types over here as well. You have your 3+ guest room that stands at 1044 square feet. Pricing wise is about 2.1 million onwards. 4-bedder will be at 1227 square feet. There will be a price at 2.5 million onwards. And lastly, the 5-bedders, which is the biggest unit right here, standing at 1453 square feet. The price is at $3 million onwards. So I'll say that, in fact, in terms of quantum wise for a 5-bedder today, buying to Telok Kurau, D15, freehold, estate in fee simple, $3 million. I think this is something that is very attractive in terms of price quantum.
And it has a unique edge also, which is the design, the facilities, the thought process behind the entire place. If you love the location, I think it's very attractive for people who love this locale. And they want brand new also.
Correct. TOP wise will be by 2027. Will be TOP. I think plus minus around that timing. Once again, the preview starts this weekend on the 4th and the 5th of May. So if you are interested, do drop by the show flat that's right beside Aljunied MRT station.
Can go for all the good food nearby.
After that.
Okay, thanks for joining us on this new launch tour bus series.
Tour bus series.
If you like what you see, then follow us, subscribe. There'll be more and more content coming up. Yes. Okay.
You want to sign off?
Alright. My name is Grace.
My name is Wayne.
PropertyLimBrothers. Always
happy to show you the place.
Bye.
Bye.